back to some more Fallout 4. I have been a bit of time since my last Fallout 4. But now I am again back in the game. And I can't remember exactly where we left off. Oh yes, we were going to go and visit someone, I think. In any case, we'll talk about that more when we enter the game. Confirm. That is a terrifying sight. I'm hoping that's logged.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Alright. Support. Brotherhood of Steel. Well, we'll just carry on with the main quest.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Let's go. Oh yeah, so we were carrying on with our main story. Apparently the Brotherhood of Steel is also trying to track down the Institute, who is also I'm also hunting down.
Even good people do crazy things when they're scared. Ought to be Diamond City's motto.
Hey,
I'm all ears.
Nick.
There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
There's a lot of people out here could use a hand.
How are we doing, Nick?
Got no major complaints at the moment.
Oh, nothing.
Well, all right.
Hey, where's this person located anyway? We can travel to the station and then should have picked up my suit because I know how dangerous this place could be, but it's a choice I made. I should have talked to Piper before I did this mission. But it's too late. Didn't know what I was doing. Alright. Which way is it?
A lot of my cases dead end in Boston. Someone's coming. Look who it is. Underestimate us again. Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
One shot KO.
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. Scared, huh?
I hear something.
Should be.
Keep your eyes open.
Think this asshole's using the stealth. Scout!
Noise. Just noise.
Oh, did they kill themselves? Yes, they did. Hmm. Oh, guy. Alright, I actually think I'm going for... Yeah. Oh. I'll go back. Must be another way around. Right here. Alright, we'll just try.
Going up. Third floor.
Oh, it was up there. Darn it. Oh. There we go. Yes! Oh my god, that took forever. Where's Nick? Ooh, safe. I can easily crack this.
Nice. Terminal only.
Where the hell's Nick? Can I wait? Hmm. Are they? Oh. Hmm. I think I'll just upgrade one of these ones. I'll upgrade this one. And I'll maybe do it again. Because I just no idea. Where's Nick?
Whoa, whoa, shut the fuck up a second. I hear something. You sure you saw something?
Oh, I got the wrong way. Great. Back up. Oh, Nick, finally.
Hey,
Go on. Something up?
your thoughts?
The Commonwealth's not an easy place to travel alone. Nice to have someone watching my back.
Nothing else for now.
Sure, sure.
Alright, let's try and see if you can unlock. Because I'm not good.
Hey,
Go ahead.
think you can unlock that terminal?
Good plan. I should have this unlocked in just
Because I'm not good
got
at...
it.
I'm not good at this hacking thing. By protection controls. Choose a mode.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Protect and serve.
Hey,
I'm listening.
see what you can do.
Count on it. This is some serious security. Not that either. Nope. Sure, that was gonna do it. Bingo.
Protect and serve.
There you go. Oh.
Protect and serve.
Let me change your system. Let me change the preference. I want to see what the others are like.
Hello, citizen. Please present your subway token. Delinquent behavior. Confirm. Hostile target detected.
God damn it. Just let me access the terminal and shut it down. Oh no.
This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please direct complaint to your local law enforcement authorities. Lawful use of deadly.
God damn it. I want to see what the other settings would like. Well.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Oh yeah, you stabbed some of my stuff. Alright, let's loot this thing. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. Oh god, I didn't pick up that stuff. Oh god. Well, let's go
Lock's
back.
really strong.
Oh god. Well, let's go
Lock's
back.
really strong.
Alright, let's try Nick.
Heads up.
I'll see what I can do.
Grab anything useful.
How about we try something else?
Alright, we're gonna have to come back here. Because I'm not high enough pick level to pickpocket to... Can I lock it again? Door control. Lock door.
Terminal somewhere.
I'm not happy that I just killed that guy. I wanted to test it.
No way I could pick this.
Oh shit. Spell like a few floors. Alright, nothing really of interest. Alright. Let's This was not how I was expecting it. I was just wanting to examine. Should have shot him down first, then went through them. Yeah.
What the hell was that? You're mine now! Oh shit!
Something to say?
I've been waiting for something to happen for my right leg. Oh, you're joking. I went through there for nothing. Where is she? Oh, what? But the gate... But... Okay.
Not that it's an option.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not good.
What's that?
Hmm. Alright. That's a bust. Okay, so we need to find another way in. being here.
Oh, what's that? Coast looks clear.
What? I hear something. Must have been nothing.
I hear something.
Sound! What is it?
Not exactly subtle, pal. Did good. I don't think we're alone.
Now you wicked!
I don't know what bullet.
Someone's coming. I'll be doing the world a service. One you walk away.
Yes.
Ah, 44s. Okay. There we go. Finally. So this is good neighbor. Finally. Crouching both improve your accuracy and activate sneak.
Well. It's the detective. Tracking down another wayward husband to his mistress.
Why? Someone stand you up?
You trying that, what do you call it? Evasive language on me? And who are you, huh? Valentine's new dick in training?
We're working together, yeah.
Really? Well, you're in luck. I got a special offer on some insurance for partners of the Great Gumshoe here.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Whoa. Time out. Nick Valentine makes a rare visit to town, and you're hassling his friend here with that extortion crap? Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You're soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You alright, brother?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
useful?
Heads up.
What's the plan? What do you need?
Your thoughts?
Who do you think actually won the war?
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
That's all for now.
Got it.
Look alive.
Oh yeah, I gave him a bunch of stuff, like my Nuka-Colas.
Do something for you?
Memory den. Alright.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
How much of the brain do you need exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
See you on the other side.
I didn't know Nick can actually do that, but doesn't matter. Memory Lounger.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Here we go. Into Kellogg's memories.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as...
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I was such a dummy back then.
Hi,
What did I know
hello.
about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
What a joke. This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Yeah. That's just a nice watch around. Oh, that tunnel looks familiar.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Oh god, he lost his mother, he lost his wife and child. That's poor Kellogg. He suffered quite a lot during his growing up. And what is this one?
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but, dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
That's right. We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I'm trying to recognize it from this distance, but not really good.
Mr. Kellogg,
Institute.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Booyah! That's a good sign from him.
I was now the Institute's main operator.
Oh, okay, just copy, just...
If they needed something done, they came to me.
Alright, that's...
Wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault.
Didn't mean to repeat that.
Of course. Neither did they. Not really.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, that was me constantly banging against the windows. The game actually paid attention to detail.
I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Here we go. Ah, this is home.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor didn't own what he's at this time. I probably shouldn't have even
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the Coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple.
That's a synth.
Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
What? Teleportation?
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Yep, teleportation.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Wow, that was actually cool.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It wasn't all his fault. Can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
That was awesome.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
I quite like Nick. I think I like Nick as my favorite.
Look alive.
Yes. Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but Apparently, some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard settling in?
Sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Paramore and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving? You see a lot of folks at their worst.
Oh, that was fun. That was fucking funny. Nick pretending it was a bomb. Beep, beep. Oh, I can imagine it. I can just imagine, like, random 4 raiders kidnapping her, and then he just walks around completely, like, just completely himself, and then he's just looking at us like, beep, beep.
Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Wrong place. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's gonna be. I'm gonna call it Nick the Bomb. That's what I'm gonna put it as the title, because that's so funny. Oh.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is. I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
Vault suit, huh?
All right.
Yeah.
Getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me? Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock. Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their synths.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock! Of the people, for the people!
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Ever been to Kill or Be Killed? Fine looking weapons.
Okay, let's find out how long have I been recording for. Because I have no idea. I've hit the hour. Well, that was... Oh god, I've not been seeing the comments. Ah, darn it, my phone does not notify me. That's stupid.
Buddy,
Well,
I gotta be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
I'm gonna make sure I save properly before... Saving. There we go. Alright, there we go. I think I've already gotten the title for this one. Nick, the Bomb. I'm gonna put that in because that was so funny. Oh, I don't care what time, in what part it was. Alright, thank you for low gains. Thank you to Anhan Axelukin. I definitely messed up that name. Any case, thank you YouTube for coming around by to watch me, well, carry on with the main story. Wish I kind of improved that a bit. Any case, hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you all next time for Fallout 4. See you later, guys. Bye bye.